We'll discuss briefly this concept of resolving conflict. And I like this quote by Greg Anderson. The law of win-win says, let's not do it your way or my way. Let's do it the best way. Conflict's natural. It's inevitable. Organizations are comprised of individuals with diverse backgrounds and varying experiences. Conflict results from differences in motivations and opinions, and it's expressed by emotional responses such as frustration, fear, anger, and excitement. Any healthy, successful, sustainable culture is going to have conflict. It's a normal behavior. Let's look at some of the symptoms of conflict, those things to watch for. If you're seeing impatience from other or with other team members, or mistrust and a lack of understanding. If team members are arguing or defending positions and ideas, if ideas and suggestions aren't connected to the main topic, and if there's a distortion of facts and information, these are symptoms of conflict. But what are the causes of conflict? These can include many, but threats to status and organizational structure is a cause of conflict. Pressure that we feel from our roles and responsibilities. Those differences that we have in our perceptions and values, and differences in standards. The clashes in motivations and behaviors are causes of conflict, and inconsistencies in priorities and goals, or changes in processes and procedures, or lack of communication. How about some considerations for preventing conflict? Appreciate limitations of arguing and debating. Believe that ideas and solutions can be mutually acceptable. Understand that conflict is natural. It's a healthy element of decision making. Acknowledge that differences in ideas are useful and lead to creative solutions. Openness to others' ideas and suggestions with a willingness to examine possibilities will prevent conflict. Let's look at the flow for conflict resolution. First, bring together the conflicting parties. Select a comfortable and a neutral environment. Identify the conflict source and root cause. Define potential solutions to the cause and the conflict. Develop mutual agreement on any acceptable solution to the conflict, and define a plan to implement mutually agreed upon solutions. Execute, evaluate, and adjust the solution plan if necessary. Some other considerations. Encourage participants to process and select the best solution. Determine how important the issues are to all the participants, and listen carefully to each person's point of view. Separate areas of agreement from disagreement. Ask the participants how the process may be improved. Evaluate costs versus gains. Ensure all parties understand their responsibilities, including dealing with the problem and the solution. So if you have conflict, there are some tools and techniques you may use. The cause and effect matrix, that can be used to understand the importance of all the potential causes, or a decision tree to follow the path to the best or correct decision. Force field analysis to understand the drivers and restrainers from each side of the argument. An impact effort matrix could be used to show the amount of effort versus the impact of the different ideas. Pairwise comparison can be used to compare ideas in a paired format. Or 6 thinking hats could be used to have the group do their thinking in a parallel method. And finally, maybe a solution selection matrix to help decide between various ideas or solutions. So download your complimentary Excel toolboxes, and you can find those at valuegenerationpartners.com by selecting the downloads page. Each of these toolboxes used for these types of initiatives are available and full of many templates. So good luck using facilitation tools and techniques to resolve conflict between team members.